Hi everyone, and welcome to what I am now calling the Tangi Chronicles. Tangi is the word that I absolutely hated. It was created by my homie Diego. Shout out to him. And you know, in typical black people fashion, I turned a word that was, you know, deemed stereotypical into a term of endearment. So here we are. On this vlog, I'm gonna review two clubs, Lotus and Club Opera. We attempted to go to Club Opera first, Opera, and my man Shan, shout out to her, she put our names on the guest list, and of course we get there and we check in and our names aren't on the guest list. So after being embarrassed and feeling like the sorry people, we ended up leaving there and going to Lotus. We later found out that apparently there's been an issue. I'm not sure if it's an issue between the club and the promoter, but a particular group of promoters, their lists weren't printed out, and this happened before, so I didn't feel as bad after that. But anywho, we ended up going to Lotus for a little while, and you know, when we got there, of course, we didn't really have any problems at the door because it was free all night, and it's come as you are. It's 18 and up. Which that bothered me a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. It was almost like going to a go-go. The only thing that I hated off the break was that they asked me to check my umbrella, and it was $5. And I'm not paying $5 to check no umbrella. So, you know, in typical Tangi fashion, I hid my umbrella in a special place, and when I left, it was still there. So +1 for me. Anywho, we ended up getting there, and when we first walked in, I noticed that it was a picture booth. Like as soon as you come downstairs. I'm not sure what made them decide to do that, but I guess it's different. I can't really hate on that. So we get there. We were there for about an hour and a half. The DJ was pretty cool. He was just slumming at first, but as the crowd picked up, he picked up. And they played go-go, of course. So, you know, that was a good thing for me. I had an opportunity to bam out. Of course, because it was 18 and up, the bar wasn't all that busy. So it made the bar more accessible, which it was good for me. It was good for me. And yeah, shout out to the bartender Doug. He was my bartender, and he made sure I had plenty of lemons in my water. So I made sure I gave him an extra $1 for that. Like I said, Lotus was come as you are, so we saw a lot of guys and foam posits and Jordans and New Balances and Alias other tennis shoes. You know, the typical dress down DC young dude. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it about Lotus. It's an alright club. So yeah, we ended up leaving there and going to Opera. This time we didn't have any issues at the door. Shout out to my man Toast, who flew us in real swell and made sure, you know, we were accommodated nicely. He made me feel comfortable since this was a bougie club. One thing I liked about Opera off the break was the decor. The design of the club, everything about the way that this club is designed was gorgeous. I love the way that club looked on the inside. And to me, it was the most well-designed club that I've seen in this area. I know people will argue me up and down. Some people may say park or it's Opera. The lighting in there, everything was cool.
She wasn't good at all because I just couldn't understand
why
she waited
my bad.
To tell me.
Excuse me. Okay, back to my review of Opera. like I said, the club was gorgeous in the inside. What I did like about Opera was that even though it was a bougie club, people were actually partying. A lot of times you go to bougie clubs and people are just there to be seen. They just stand around and look cute. But no, not this place. People were actually partying, having a good time. A lot of drunk people in there. and that was cool. It makes you feel comfortable in a otherwise, uncomfortable situation. So, let's see what else I like. Opera, they don't serve Ciroc. I'm not sure why that is, but they're a Grey Goose type of club. It seemed like every table had Grey Goose on it. The DJ was cool. He played a mixture of pop music and urban music. Even though he played more urban music, but he played like pop and dance songs and stuff like that. He was cool. That was different. Normally, if you don't play go-go, I don't want to be at your club. But this club was actually pretty cool. The only thing that I hated about Opera was that they charged $20 before 11 o'clock, and to me, that's excessive. But I mean, I'm not a club owner, so I don't know. I guess for that type of club, $20 before 11 is feasible, but not for me. The dress code there's it's a little more dressy. The girls were in dresses and heels, and the guys were in designer shoes and tight shirts and sweaters. The typical stuff that guys wear, I guess, the bougie clubs. Would I go to either one of these clubs again? Probably if it's somebody's birthday or something. It'll have to be a special occasion. Just neither one of those clubs was really my scene. Even though Lotus was more of my flow, the crowd was just too young. But yeah, I would go to these clubs again, and I would suggest, if that's your lane, that you attend these clubs. You attend these clubs as well. You'll get a lot of bang for your buck at Lotus because it's free. At the end of the day, I guess you yourself have to be the judge. But I'm getting tired, so I'm not going to wrap you guys up too long. I'll talk to you guys on my next review. Till next time. Good night.
This is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. Bitch, this is what I do. This is what I do.